The Hype House, TikTok collective who have taken the online video platform by storm over the past year or so, is coming to Netflix. Are you excited? The house allows content creators free reign, and along with that comes tons of drama. Today we're looking at the dirty truth behind The Hype House and what to expect from the upcoming Netflix series. So don't go anywhere. First up, we're looking at what exactly The Hype House is. So as we mentioned, Hype House is a collective of youngsters whose goal is to create content in their house. Well, actually, a mansion in LA. As well as the physical house, Hype House is also the name that the guys go by collectively. A bit like modern day, Jackass. The idea of the house is to create videos for multiple platforms, not just TikTok, whilst promoting each other's personal platforms and bigging each other up on social media. They clearly have some market man or another pulling the strings from behind the scenes, as they currently have around 20 million followers. Insane. So, who's in the Hype House then? As we mentioned before, the Hype House is an actual house where these guys reside. Sometimes friends crash, but the guys who officially live here number around 20. The group de facto leaders are, or have been at some point, Chase Hudson, Daisy Leach, and Thomas Petru. Other members include sisters Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio, Avani Gregg, Nikita Dragon, and James Wright. Hudson has by far the most TikTok followers with 30.5 million, an eye-watering amount. All the members of the household have at least 8 million followers of their own, which is absolutely insane given the short period of time they've been around for. Who's your favorite member of the Hype House? Let us know below. But let's continue on. So, what's up with the Netflix show? Stay with us to find out. So as we know, the house is set to receive more hype, being picked up by streaming giant Netflix. The influencers found on TikTok, which itself shot to global fame partially due to the pandemic, centering on the creators of the Hype House, Kuvor Anand, Nikita Dragon, Sienna Mae Gomez, Chase Hudson, Larry Merritt, Thomas Petru, Alex Ward, and Jack Wright. The show promises to deliver unparalleled drama for the masses. Original members of the house, the D'Amelio sisters, Addison Rae, and Daisy Keach, will not feature in the Netflix series, having since left the house to focus on solo projects. Apparently, the show will follow a similar format to that of The Real World, showing the guys in more of a reality show setting than a docu-series, but both genres of which are popular on Netflix. The shows will focus on the real relationships of the cast, their content creation, and their fame, and how they deal with it at such a young age. Since the house began, they have grown to become some of the most recognizable faces on the TikTok platform. The show follows in the current trend of influencer shows, think Sway LA, which have become more and more popular on the streaming platform recently. Some of the more recognizable members were the D'Amelio sisters, who themselves have since gone on to star in their own reality series on Hulu. Will you be watching the D'Amelio show? Let us know below. So what dramas have they been involved in? Stay with us to find out. So the Hype House kicked off almost 2 years ago in December 2019, and so far it has been a wild ride. When it started, the crew were gushing about finding instant fame and couldn't believe how much their social media accounts had blown up. When we had the drama of Addison and her then boyfriend Sway House's Bryce Hall parting ways in February 2020. Just months after that, Daisy Keach quit the show after an interview surfaced in which Chase and Thomas claimed they were in fact the only leaders of Hype House basically. Daisy wasn't happy and quit to pursue other ventures. Cue a spat on social media between the former allies. Oh dear. Fast forward to May, and the D'Amelio sisters were following Daisy out of the door after Charlie's split with Hudson. Drama. In June 2020, Easterling and Charlie had it out over past likes that Addison had made claiming Charlie wasn't the prettiest girl on TikTok. I mean, come on guys, grow up a little, will ya? The very next month saw all hell break loose after Chase tweeted about kissing Nessa Barrett just after he and Charlie had broken up. August 2020 then saw some beef emerge between both the Hype House and the Sway House. Which house are you with? Sounds like a Game of Thrones episode, right? As you can see, there's plenty of drama for Netflix to sink their teeth into. Will you be watching the new show? Let us know below. What about criticism of the show then? Lots of people have had their say on Netflix's decision to welcome Hype House to the streaming giant. A lot of older subscribers said that they're simply not interested in this stuff and would prefer older shows to create new seasons. I mean, playing devil's advocate here, nobody's forcing you to watch it, just choosing something else to watch. One Netflix user commented that it will get a lot of attention from younger members of the community, mainly YouTube and TikTok users, but most older adolescents won't be associated with this. This just sounds like people moaning for the sake of moaning to be heard. Come on. Another Netflix user made the ever so slightly more valid point that the streaming service canceled other great shows to focus on the creation of the Hype House series. We're sure with the amount of money and power Netflix currently has in the market, they can afford to keep a show that's actually worth keeping. What's your favorite show currently on Netflix? They've also been called out for being bad influences, right? Right. In July of last year, some members of the house were caught partying, while almost every country in the world was locked down. The Hype House held a party in which influencers influencers like James Charles and Tana Mongeau were in attendance, amongst loads of other internet personalities. Not very COVID-friendly. The party faced criticism after the guests and house members were seen via videos and pictures from the party to be not wearing any masks or practicing social distancing. I mean, it's hard to criticize them for doing things that basically every group of friends were doing at the time, but then you find out that they plastered the party all over social media, so you instantly are able to criticize them, and rightly so. A little bit of tact next time, maybe, guys. Come on. To be honest, they were probably only at the party so that they could take photos and videos and put them on social media channels. Such is the world we currently live in. Do you follow any of these guys on socials? Let us know who uploads the best content. What has been the response of the cast then? As you could have predicted, the cast of the show have responded across an array of social media platforms. They stormed the feeds of followers on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and others, claiming they want people to give it a chance and hope the perception will be more positive once Netflix releases the show. Alex Warren, a member of the house, said, "To the people saying that we're going to hate the show, I 100% indulge you two. We put our lives in the last few months into the show for you to judge, critique, and fall in love with our personalities. I'm not expecting everyone to love it, but I am expecting everyone to have fun watching. Calm down now. Plenty of people have put their lives work into something without needing to be validated by the entire world." But you could like this video. Who can get into the hype house? So, can anyone just apply to get into the house? Well, kind of yes. Chase, as the group's talent scout, recently said in an interview he's looking for people who are talented, weird, funny, or extremely good looking. When can we watch it on Netflix then? Although there's no official release date, group member Thomas Tetreault gave his followers an idea of when it might be dropping. "I don't have a strict release date," he said. "I know that you guys have been asking for this for a long time. Trust me, it's going to be coming out very soon, and it's very good from what I've heard. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. It's going to be the start of something very new for the hype house and for myself." You can actually set a reminder on Netflix right now, which will alert you when the show drops. Finally, what's up with the D'Amelio family show? As a direct competitor to the hype house Netflix show, Hulu commissioned a show focusing on former members, the D'Amelio sisters. The show's already out, having been released in September, and follows Dixie and Charlie's bond as sisters, relationships, and family life. Basically the same idea as hype house, and I think we can safely assume. The show will also take a look at how mental health is affected by social media, which is a refreshing take on the reality show genre, as this aspect is often wrongly overlooked. As always, thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. And remember to swing by next time. We'll catch you later.